And now for our newly elected and installed National AOH President from New Jersey. Anybody here from New Jersey? Anybody here? Mrs. Pender, where are you from? Up the kingdom. Up the kingdom. Sean Pender, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. It's very great to be here tonight. Bishop Conan, Bishop Noonan, Reverend clergy, national, state, county, division officers of the AOH and LAOH, my brother and sister Hibernians, honored guests, friends, family, and anyone who snuck in from the Zumba convention. Thank you. And thank you to my Hibernian brothers for placing your trust in me. I will not let you down. Awahar August Mahar Guramavad Asme Ayani Wanfar Atelmi, which in Irish means, to my mother and father, thank you for making me the man I am. My parents, John and Ann Pender, instilled in their children a strong work ethic, a strong faith, and a passion for Ireland. My dad is watching from that division meeting above, but I'm so blessed to have my mother Ann here from County Kerry, Carsavine. Mom, up the kingdom. You would indulge me for a few seconds. I'd like to introduce Danny's family. I gotta introduce my family and friends who've traveled here to share such a special evening with me. My wonderful wife, Mary, who has put up with me for over 40 years. There's medals for that too. Since we met at the AOH Club in Elizabeth in 1983. Thank you for your support and understanding and for never killing me. I love you. To my beloved son, Tig, who bestowed upon me one of the greatest honors ever when he nominated me for office yesterday. I am so proud of the man you have become, and I'm so excited about your future as a proud union carpenter. My brothers and sisters are cut from the same cloth and are simply the best. My brother James has the biggest heart of anyone I know, and he shares that heart with family, friends, people in Walmart, and complete strangers. Michael, my brother Michael, is a man of steel, integrity, and honor. And that's surprising since he's also a lawyer. My sister Mary, no one is more giving, welcome than my sister Mary. I am blessed. To my nephew Timmy, who's seconded my nomination, I simply love you. Let's go Mets. My cousin John Joe is here, and John Joe has been my wingman and confidant since we grew up. It was always me and John Joe, me and John Joe. Mary used to go like, me, John Joe, and you. Well, this is great, me and John Joe. But I'm beyond thrilled that you could make it here. And my cousin Margaret is probably the reason I started going into Hibernian clubs, and you can blame her. In the 80s, she was step dancing up at the Elizabeth AOH Hall, step dancing for Peter Smith School of Irish Step Dance on Tuesday nights. And John Joe and I would make the trip up there to support our Irish heritage, and they probably had some of the cheapest beer prices that were anywhere around. But I love you, Margaret. To Jerry Cole, I am beyond honored that you're here tonight. You were with my family because you are my family. Mark Thompson, my dear friend from Belfast, who has spent a lifetime working for peace and justice. It is an honor to share that journey with you. Mick and Mary Kelleher and Finbar and Derek Kirby. The Kelleher and Kirby families came to the U.S. via the Morrison and Donnelly visas in the late 80s. They were helped by my parents to get their lives started here in the U.S. in the late 80s. Their families have flourished and grown and continue to contribute so much to our country, including Derek, who is a proud veteran. Thank you for your service. Sit down. But the Kellehers and Kirbys are my family as well. And I want to send much love out to my family in England, Australia, and especially in Carsabine, County Kerry, and in St. Mullins, in Carlow. I love you all. To my division family from Monsignor Crane, AOH, Division 1 in Mercer County. Seated up front are my president, Ken Adam, and his lovely wife, Eileen. My great fan, the good doctor, Michael Glass, and the man we call Scoops, Joe DePaulo, who is simply the hardest working, most dependable person that I have ever met. And to all my Division 1 guys and gals out there that made the trip, thank you. This is a lot more fun than a fish fry, isn't it? I am honored to call Monsignor Crane my home. I proudly call it the crown jewel of Hibernian halls. And lastly, I brought up to the front here Ted Devon, who just worked so hard on trying to improve the AOH. Ted, your efforts will be greatly appreciated for years to come. Thank you so much. To my friends at Division 10, President Mike Rhodes, Kevin Mira, Doug Fleur, and so many, it was so great that you came all the way here to support me, and I'm so glad that Jerry got a chance to address the group and talk about Gale School, and I'm proud to say that USF, there you go, see, they're always a little slow there. But USF is going to start a Gale School program hopefully in the very near future, and that's what's so great. To the New Jersey AOH Vice President Ryan Green, thank you for your support, and a special shout out to Richie O'Brien, who regrettably was unable to make the trip because he's recuperating. So God bless you, Richie. I want to give sincere thanks and gratitude to my friend, outgoing AOH President, Danny O'Connell. Danny, the work you've done throughout your Hibernian career will help guide us through the 200th anniversary and beyond. Fantastic work. To outgoing President Marilyn Madigan, thank you for your leadership and your passion and dedication. It has truly been an inspiration. It's proud to call you my friend. And to Madam President Marianne Levinsky. Marianne lives in Pottsville, correct? Pottsville happens to be the home brewery for Yingling. So if we have any meetings, we'll be meeting up in Pottsville. But seriously, I really look much forward to working with you and my sister Hibernians as we set the course for the future. Together, we can do great things. And as Liam said, sincere thanks to the Florida crew for putting such a great convention on. Anyone who's ever worked on putting a convention on knows you never want to do it again. So that means you did a great job. So thank you. You know, being chosen to take the helm of such a historic organization as the Ancient Order of Hibernians is a daunting task. But as Teddy Roosevelt once said, far and away, the best prize that life offers is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. As we move forward to our 200th anniversary in 2036, our actions in the upcoming years will determine how we can get there as a thriving, vibrant, and growing organization. We will work to protect, preserve, and inventory our history while we continue to make history. We will be guided by our Constitution, We will continue to promote and protect our Catholic faith. We were founded in 1836 to protect those that were attacking and destroying our churches. Today, let us work to bring people and members back to the church to support our beloved clergy. We can do that. Our bestowment of the inaugural Edward J. Flanagan Human Dignity Award to Bishop Fonzie reaffirms our commitment to human life. We will always respect human life. We will work to correct the grave injustice that is the immigration policy that has stifled legal Irish immigration into this country. We will be true to one of our primary goals of a free and united Ireland, with truth and justice for all people. We will support the work of the cross-community group, Ireland's Future, as they set the plan to influence a unity referendum by 2030. Can you imagine gathering at a national convention in the not-too-distant future, and we could celebrate a free and united 32-county Ireland? My brothers and sisters, it's no longer a far-off, distant dream, but rather a reality that can be achieved by diverse groups of political parties and citizens working together and listening to each other. Because you know what? No one ever listened themselves into trouble. Nobody. And you know what? While we're working towards unity in Ireland, maybe we can see if we can try to get some of that in our country. We regrettably have become a country that's unable to civilly disagree. We've gone from a society that valued the phrase, "I may disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it." We are now a society that believes, "I'm right and you're wrong." We need to do better before it gets worse. We need to get better because our children and our grandchildren are watching, and they deserve better, and we deserve better. Earlier, you allowed me to recognize friends and family that are with me tonight, but in closing, I'd like to take a moment to remember those that are no longer here, but have been such a great influence in my life and were instrumental in me getting here. My father, John, the man in his dying days, taught me what faith was all about. I hope you're proud of me. To my father-in-law, Jim McLaughlin, who I was blessed to call Dad for over 30 years, how I wish you were here. You know, my siblings and I never met our grandparents, but we had Julia Sheehan, who loved us with all her being and did the job of 4 grandparents. We called her Dude. So Dude, Woody Bond was president of the AOH. Imagine that. To my aunts and uncles, my godparents, Jimmy and Kathleen, Aunt Rosie, and my beloved Uncle Larry and Aunt Peggy, what I wouldn't give to go back to Metuchen and celebrate this on the back porch. To my nephew Jimmy, you'll never be forgotten. You left us too soon. And to Timmy's dad, Ken, who also left us way too soon. Fly high, Ken, and keep soaring. To those who helped shape me as a Hibernian activist, I'll start with Eddie Donlan, who was an 80-year-old bartender in Elizabeth, who was a proud, unrepentant Fenian, who spoke of the days of the Black and Tans. The late, great Billy Briggs. He lit the passion of Irish freedom and justice in my soul that still burns today. To Don Carroll and Jim McFarland of my division, who saw leadership qualities in me that at a time that I didn't even know I had. Thank you for getting me here today. A close friend of mine, Dave Duran, passed all too soon, a little bit more than a year ago, to the ravages of ALS. And only a few months before his death, Dave participated with my son and Dave Adam in St. Baldrick's. That's the type of person Dave was. And only weeks before his passing, he sent me a note that included the following. He said, Sean, I witnessed your passion for our heritage and determination to seek justice. I judge you to be a great man, and intuition told me you could not be stopped with your mission. I wish I could go to the National next year and cast my vote for you as our AOH Hibernian president. I know many feel the same way, and kindly let me know how I can help you. There is still work to do. When we say their names and speak their words, we remember them. Eternal rest, O Lord. May perpetual light shine upon them. May their souls and all the souls of the faithful departed, with the mercy of God, rest in peace. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. Slava Ukraine. God save Ireland, and God bless America.